Hi, hello, welcome to Homeschool. This is your class 10 mathematics. How are you all? I hope everybody are doing good at your home. Today in this session, I'm going to discuss the most waiting question paper, that is your multiple choice question based model question paper. This is released by KSEEB board, that means Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board. This is your model paper 1. This year you will be answering only 2 question papers. First question papers will be with the core subjects and second question paper with the languages. This is a model question paper for the examinations which will be held in July 2nd week. So this is your paper 1. Paper 1 contains subjects mathematics, science, social. Each carries 40 marks. 40 questions will be given. So your first part mathematics I am going to discuss now. 4 choices are given for each of the questions or incomplete statements. Choose the correct answer and shade the correct choice in the OMR given to you with blue or black ballpoint pens. We should not use ink pens. Please remember, we should use only ball pointed pens. Either it may be blue color or black color. We need to select the right option and shade in the OMR sheet that option. Let's start with the first multiple choice question. If a pair of linear equations 3x plus 2ky is equal to 2. 3x plus 2ky is equal to 2. And 2x plus 5y plus 1 equal to 0 are parallel to each other. Find the value of k. If parallel, what the ratio you can remember? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and not equal to C1 by C2. I don't take not equal to C1 by C2. I take these two ratios and substitute. 3 by 2 is equal to 2k by 5. Cross multiply. 2k is equal to 15 by 2. And this 2 send other side. K is equal to 15 by 4. Check the option. Which is right option here? Option A, 15 by 4. Second one. The pair of equations 2x minus 5y plus 4 equal to 0 and 2x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. You have 4 options. Exactly 2 solutions, infinitely many solutions, a unique solution, no solution. Let's see the ratios what we get. 2 by 2 minus 5 by 1, 4 by minus 8. If we cancel, we get 1 and here it will be minus 5. Immediately I say that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then what you can say? Among these options, look here, exactly 2 solutions. No. Infinitely many? No. A unique solution. Yes, this is the right answer. If the lines are intersecting, we get a unique solution or one solution is the right answer. See which option it is? Option C. A unique solutions. Third one, the values of x and y. Values of x and y when a point lies on the linear equation 2x minus 3y equal to 12. Values of x and y when a point lies on a linear equation. So how can we solve this? By using options we can solve. X equal to 0, y equal to minus 3. Let us substitute. X equal to 0, y is equal to minus 3. 0, minus and minus plus, 3 3 is a 9 equal to 12. First option, will it satisfy? No, this is wrong option. So let's go with the second one. Option B. 2 and y is equal to 3. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Again take the equation. 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. Substitute x value. 2 into 2 minus 3 into 3 is equal to 12. 2 2s are 4 minus 3 3s are 9. 4 minus 9 will be minus 5. Is this satisfying? No. Then go with the third option. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 2. 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. 2 into 3 minus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 12. 3 2s are 6, minus and minus plus, 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 6 will be 12. Yes, this option satisfies your answer. So, which is your answer? Option C. X is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 2. Fourth one, identify the wrong statement with respect to a pair of linear equations. Let's see the options. Option A, if lines are parallel, there is no solution. Yes, if lines are parallel, there will be no solution. This is a true statement. But here they asked us wrong statement. Option B, if the lines are perpendicular to each other, there is no solution. I think this is the right answer. Let's see C option. Many solutions if the lines coincide each other. Yes, if two lines are coinciding, it will be having many solutions. Option D, a unique solution if they intersect. Yes, this is also right option. A, C, D are the true statements. Then among these, which is a wrong statement? Option B. Fifth one, the 10th term of an arithmetic progression. Minus 3, minus 1, 1, 3, so on. 10th term means we need A10. Arithmetic progression given, find A value is minus 3 and D value will be A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 means A2 value is minus 1, minus of A1 value minus 3, minus of minus 3, minus 1 plus 3, 3 minus 1 will be 2. I know A and D, we can find any term. A10 means 10th term general form is A plus 9D. Substitute in this, minus 3 plus 9 into 2. Minus 3 plus 9 2s are 18. 18 minus 3 will be 15. Check the option here, option D, 15. Sixth one, the nth term of an arithmetic progression is given by an is equal to 7 minus 4n. Then the common difference is, if we need to find the common difference, we should know at least two terms. So let us find the two terms, a1 and a2. a1 is equal to, in n place substitute 1, 7 minus 4 into 1, 7 minus 4 will be 3. A2, 7 minus 4 into 2, 7 minus 8, that will be minus 1. Therefore, common difference D is equal to A2 minus A1. A2 value is minus 1, A1 value is 3. Minus 1 minus 3 will be minus 4. Check the option here. Option B, minus 4. Seventh one, if 4a, b, 28 are in arithmetic progression, then find the value of b. See here, if they are in arithmetic progression, the common difference will be same. That means, first let's number the terms a1, a2, a3, a4. Okay, do the common difference. a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 is equal to a4 minus a3. All common difference will be equal. A2, A minus 4 equal to B minus A is equal to 28 minus B. Now take any two pairs and equate. Let me take these two pairs. A minus A, bring this side. It will be plus A. And here B plus 4. 2A is equal to B plus 4. Therefore, B is equal to 2A minus 4, I can write. Okay. Same manner, you equate these two equations. What do you get? B minus A is equal to 28 minus B. Minus B, bring this side, plus B. That means B plus B will be 2B. A, send other side. A plus 28. Now in that, substitute this B value. 2 into 2a minus 4 is equal to a plus 28. Multiply 4a minus 8 is equal to a plus 28. Bring this a this side. 4a minus a will be 3a. 28 plus 8 will be 36. 36 by 3 it will be 12. I got a 12. Substitute in this. B equal to 2 into 12 minus 4. That will be 24 minus 4 is equal to 20. Therefore, B is equal to 20. So, which is your right answer here? Option A. Option A, 20. Eighth problem. Two arithmetic progressions have the same common difference. Okay, let me write two arithmetic progressions here. A1, A2, A3, so on. And another arithmetic progression, B1, B2, B3, so on. Okay. If their common difference is same, this common difference value is equal to this common difference value. And next, if the first term of the first progression is 3, first term means what? A1 is equal to A equal to 3. And that of the other is 8. Other first term B1 is equal to B is equal to 8. Then the difference between their third term is, so this third term is B3 and this third term is A3. B3 minus A3 is equal to, B3 write in general form, B plus 2D minus A3 write in general form, A plus 2D. B value is 8 plus 2D minus A value is 3 plus 2D. Remove from bracket. 8 plus 2D minus 3 minus 2D. Minus 2D plus 2D will be cancelled. 8 minus 3 will be 5. Therefore, the difference between the two progressions third term is 5. Check the option. It is your option D. 5 is the answer. Ninth one. The sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by the formula Sn is equal to 3n square plus n. Then its third term is, they have asked third term means A3 is equal to question mark. Okay. I remember a formula, that is An is equal to Sn minus S of n minus 1. Here n value is 3. If I need A3, substitute n place 3. S3 minus S of 3 minus 1. S3 minus S2 I need. Okay. Find S3 now. Means substitute in n place 3. S3 is equal to 3 into 3 square plus 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 27 plus 3 will be 30. Similarly, find S2. Substitute n place 2. 3 into 2 square plus 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 2 will be 14. So, substitute in this. 30 minus 14. That will be 16. A3 value is 16. Check the option here. Option B, 16. Let's see the 10th one. The constant term in the quadratic equation 3x square minus 3 into 2x minus 4 is equal to 0 after reducing it to the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Observe the equation here. Remove from brackets and bring it to the standard form. 3x square minus 3 into 2, 6x minus into minus plus 3 4s are 12 equal to 0. Okay, then compare with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What is the constant value? It is 12. So your option is option D. Option D, 12 is the answer. Okay, 11th one. One root of the quadratic equation 2x minus 3 into x plus 5 equal to 0 is, one root is minus 5, find the other root is your question. Let us solve this. 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 by 2. Here x is equal to minus 5. This root already they have given. One root is minus 5, find the other root. Other root is 3 by 2. So which option is right answer here? Option C, 3 by 2. 12th one, the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0 are. What is the nature of the roots? Nature means you remember discriminant. Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Let us find out that b square minus 4ac. D or delta equal to b square minus 4ac. A value is 1. B value is minus 2, C value is 1. Compare with the standard form of the equation and we get A, B, C value. Substitute in this. Minus 2 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 1. Minus 2 whole square will be 4 and 4 1 into 1 if you multiply you get 4. 4 minus 4 will be 0. If discriminant is equal to 0, then what is the nature you remember? Roots are real and equal. Check the option. Option A, real and equal. Real and equal. 13th one. The sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers. Let a number be x. Two consecutive odd number. If x is odd number, what will be the next odd number? X plus 1 won't be odd. Then what is the consecutive odd number? X plus 2. X and x plus 2 are the two consecutive odd numbers. What they have given? The sum of, let us take these two consecutive odd numbers. The sum of squares of two consecutive odd numbers. Squares of this odd numbers is equal to 394. The mathematical equation for the above statement is, let's see the options. Option A, x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 394. No, here it is x plus 2. Option A is wrong. Option B, x square plus x plus 2 whole square is equal to 394. Yes, this is a right option. That is option B, x square plus x plus 2 whole square is equal to 394. 14th one, in the given figure, you can see a figure here. A right angled at B, that is angle B is equal to 90 degree. AB is equal to 6 centimeters. BC is equal to 8 centimeters. AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Then find the value of sine 90 degree minus theta. Where is theta here? Yeah, theta acute angle is here. Okay. Sine 90 minus theta, immediately I go with cos theta. Cos theta, what is the ratio? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Observe here, this is the theta, right angle, hypotenuse. Where is adjacent? This is adjacent side and this is opposite side. Substitute the value. Adjacent value is 8, hypotenuse value is 10. Therefore, cos theta is equal to 8 by 10. Look there, which is your right answer? Option D, 8 by 10. Sin 90 minus theta as, that is nothing but cos theta. Therefore, cos theta is equal to 8 by 10 and your option is option D, 8 by 10. Let's go with the next one. 15th one. 2 sin 2 theta is equal to root 3. Find the value of theta. Sin 2 theta is equal to this multiple 2 send other side, root 3 by 2. In sine, where you get root 3 by 2? In sine 60 degree, we get root 3 by 2. Therefore, 2 theta is equal to 60 degree. Send this 2 again this side. 60 degree by 2, it will be 30 degree. Therefore, your theta angle is equal to 30 degree. Check the option. Option C, 30 degree. 16th one, in a circle with center O, AC is a tangent. AC is a tangent at A. If OC is equal to 4 centimeters and angle ACO is equal to 30 degree, then the radius of the circle is. Radius of the circle means this one. Observe the right triangle here carefully. You know the acute angle value and opposite you need to find. We know hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse, which ratio you remember? Sine. Apply here sine 30 degree is equal to opposite OA by OC. Sine 30 degree value is 1 by 2. OA we don't know. OC is 4. OA is equal to 4 by 2. That is 2 2s are 4. Therefore, OA is equal to 2 centimeters. That means radius. So, your option is option C, 2 centimeters. 17th problem. If sin theta is equal to x by y, then cos theta is equal to question mark. Sin theta given, we need to find cos theta. Let me take a right angled triangle here and let us take theta A, B, C. Sin theta means opposite by hypotenuse. Substitute here. First find the missing side, then we can find cos theta. Apply Pythagoras formula. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is, AC value is y square, AB value is x square plus BC square. Then BC square is equal to y square minus x square. Remove square, apply other side, square root of y square minus x square. So BC length is square root of y square minus x square. Now find cos theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent value is root of y square minus x square by AC value is y. This is your cos theta. Check the option. Option D. Option D, square root of y square minus x square by y. 18th one, sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1. Then find the value of cos square A plus cos power 4A. See here, in your paper, A was missing in English version. Please write there capital A. We need to find cos square A plus cos power 4A. This can be done in 2 or 3 ways. Let me go in this way. Sin A, send this other side, 1 minus sin square A. What is 1 minus sin square theta? It will be cos square theta. That means cos square A. Sin A is equal to cos square A. If I square this, what happens? Sin square A is equal to cos square A whole square. I have done here squaring on both sides. We get sin square A is equal to cos power 4A. Okay. Now this sin square A substitute here. Cos square A plus, we need to find this, right? Instead of cos power 4A, substitute sin square A. And again, I remember an identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. That means sin square A plus cos square A will be 1. Your option is option D. 1 is the right answer. Once again, look here carefully. There is no confusion. Sin square A, send other side. 1 minus sin square A will be cos square A. Either directly that cos square A is equal to sin A also, you can substitute. If cos square A, if you substitute, what happens? This becomes sin A, and here again sin A whole square it becomes. Again, there will be little confusion for you. So, in order to avoid that, I have done squaring on both sides here. Cos power 4A is equal to sin square A. Only substitute cos power 4A, you get 1 as an answer. 19th one, if origin is the midpoint of the line joining the points A 4, minus 6, B A, B, then the values of A and B are equal to. That means if this is a line segment, if you see, midpoint coordinates are 0, 0. What is the midpoint formula? You remember x1 plus x2. P of xy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. comma y1 plus y2 by 2. But midpoint coordinate is 0, comma 0. Substitute these values x1, y1, x2, y2. 4 plus a by 2, comma minus 6 plus b by 2. Okay, is equal to 0, 0. Equate these. 4 plus a by 2 equal to 0. 4 plus a equal to 0 into 2 will be 0. A is equal to minus 4. And here minus 6 plus b by 2 equal to 0. Minus 6 plus b, 0 into 2 will be 0. B is equal to minus 6 and other side plus 6. What are the values of a and b? Minus 4 and 6. And your options are option C, a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to 6. 10th question, the distance between the points a x1, y1 and b x2, y2 is given by the formula. See the options. Option A, d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. Therefore, what you can say? Option A is right answer. D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. 21st one, if the points A1, 2, O0, 0 and CA, B are collinear, then see which option is right. So, if these three coordinates are collinear, what do you remember? Area of a triangle is equal to 0. Area of a triangle formula, half into, is it to remember, x into y minus y plus x into y minus y plus x into y minus y. Okay, now put the number 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. If they are collinear, this equal to 0. Substitute the values now. Half of x1 y2 value is 0 minus b plus x2 value is 0, y3 b minus y1 2 plus x3 value is a, y1 value is 2 minus y2 value is 0. Half of 1 into 0 will be 0. 1 into minus b will be minus b. 0 into anything? 0. Plus a into 2, I can write it as 2a. Is equal to 0 is equal to 0. And now this 2a minus b is equal to 0 into 2. 2a minus b equal to 0. 2a is equal to b. Search for the option a is equal to b. No. Yes, option B, b is equal to 2a. Option B, b is equal to 2a. 22nd one, in the graph given, the length AB is, you can see the graph like this. A value is at 1 and B value is at 4. So, what is this length? A value is at 1, B value is at 4. What is the length of AB? Length of AB means 4 minus 1 will give you the length of AB, that is 3 units. See the option? Option C, 3 units. 23rd question, a student scored 65 marks in first language. First language 65 marks and 50 marks in science, 55 marks in social science, 55 marks in social science and some marks in mathematics. We don't know. Some marks, let me assume it as X. If the average marks scored by him in all the 4 subjects is 60. Average, arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is equal to, how many subjects you have? First language, so science, social science plus mathematics. How many subjects you have here? 4. Okay. Average, arithmetic mean value already given, that is 60. First language 65, science 50, social science 55, maths, some marks set. Some marks means let us assume it as X. Send this 4 this side. 64 sa 240 is equal to, add all this, 50 plus 50, 100, 105, 110, 170 plus x. X is equal to 240 minus 170. That will be 70 is your answer. How many marks they scored in mathematics? 70 marks. See the option? Option D, 70. 24th. The empirical relation between the three central tendencies is, empirical relation formula, 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. See the option? Option A, 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. 25th one, in the given frequency distribution table, the median class is, class interval and frequency given. We need to find the median class. There is a little confusion with this problem, children. Find the median class means directly what we see the frequency, do the cumulative frequency, add, divide by 2, which score we get, that line we say that it is a median class and that class interval is a median class. But observe the frequency carefully. 5, 8, 12, 15, 20. It is going on increasing. It is going on increasing. That means this might be the cumulative frequency. Instead of giving cumulative frequency, they have given only frequency. Let us check it out. Let us find the difference. If we add only frequency, we should get 20. Okay, then we say that this is cumulative frequency. If we won't get 20, then it is not the cumulative. This is only frequency we can see. Let us see here. 5, 8 minus 5 will be 3. 12 minus 8 will be 4. 15 minus 12 will be 3. 20 minus 15 will be 5. Think once again. If we add these frequencies, if we get 20, then the column what they have given is cumulative pakka. If not 20, then what they have given is only frequency. Okay. So let me write this as a frequency and add this. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 5 will be 20. Yes. In order to confuse you, this problem, they have given cumulative frequency. So I go with the given frequency is cumulative frequency. So accordingly, I am solving this problem. Total frequency is 20. Half of the frequency is 10. 10th score is the median class. Okay. So let us see here. 20 by 2 will be 10. And 10th score in cumulative. Where is 10th score? See here. In this is your median class. Therefore, what is your option, children? 20 to 30 is the median class. See the option? Option B, 20 to 30. 26th one, in the triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC, ABC. This is D. It is given that AB is to AC. AB is to AC is equal to BD is to CD. Okay. If angle B is equal to 70 degree and angle C is equal to 50 degree, then what is angle BAD? Only this angle. We need to find angle BAD. Observe the ratio BD is to CD. That means BD is equal to CD. This length equal to this length, then D is a midpoint of BC. If D is a midpoint, then AD is a median. If AD is a median, the angle is divided equally. Observe here, in a triangle, the sum of the interior angles will be 180 degree. You know this angle 70, 50. 70 plus 50 will be 120. Total angle 180. 180 minus 120 will be 60 degree. This angle is 60. But I don't want full angle. I need only half. Half of it will be 30 degree. Okay. See the option? Option A. Option A, 30 degrees is your answer. 27th one, in the given figure, triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF and angle ABC is equal to angle DEF is equal to 60 degree. Then the length of AC. The two triangles are similar given. So the ratios must be in proportion. Let me compare the ratios here. 4.8 by 2.4 is equal to 6 by 3 is equal to AC by 1.3. Okay, with any pair you can compare, children. See here, 3 2s are 6, 2.4 2s are 4.8. Directly I can say 1.3 2s are 2.6 is your answer. Or you may go with this one, AC is equal to 1.3 into 6 by 3. Point you remove, 30, 6 5s are 30, 13 by 5. That will be 5 2s are 10, 0.56 are 30. AC is equal to 2.6. Directly you can see, or by using the comparing ratio also you can get the answer. Therefore, your answer is option B. Option B, 2.6 centimeter. 28th one, in the triangle ABC, BC parallel to DC. ABC, DE parallel to BC. If AB is to AD is equal to 5 is to 3. If AB is to AD is equal to 5 is to 3. The area of triangle ABC by area of triangle ADE. Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle ADE is equal to question mark. We know, according to theorem, what we can say, if two triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas is equal to square of their corresponding sides. See the corresponding sides, 5 by 3. According to formula, it is whole square. That is 5 5s are 25, 25 by 3 3s are 9. See the option, which is your right answer? Option D. Option D, 25 is to 9. 29th one, in the given figure, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. This is right angle. BD is perpendicular to AC. If AB is equal to 6 centimeters and BC is equal to 8 centimeters, CA is equal to 10 centimeters. Observe in the figure what they have given. They have given CD 10 centimeters, children. But according to the question, AC from here to here it is 10 centimeters given. Okay. Then the length of AD. What is the length of AD is your question. I can remember a formula. AB square is equal to AD into AC. Do you remember? AB square is equal to AD into AC. Substitute now. AB value is 6. 6 whole square is equal to AD into AC value is 10. 6 6 are 36. Send this 10 this side, by 10 is equal to AD. That means AD is equal to 3.6 centimeters. Check the answer. Option B, 3.6 centimeters. 30th one, the sides of some triangles are given below. Identify which does not form the right triangle. You can remember Pythagorean triplet, right? 3 values are given. Check which one is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay. See the first option. 5 centimeters, 5, 12, 13 I'll take. So which is greater? That is hypotenuse. 13 square is equal to 5 square plus 12 square. Pythagoras formula. 169 is equal to 25 plus 144. 169 is equal to 169. It is a Pythagorean triplet. But your question is not a triplet. B. 8, 15, 17 given. Which is the greater number here? 17. 17 square is equal to 8 square plus 15 square. Let's check it out. 17, 17, so it will be 289. 8 8s are 64. 15 15s are 225. And if you add this, you get 289. So it is satisfying. So let's go to the C option here. 3 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 6 centimeters. Among this, which is greater? 8. 8 square is equal to 3 square plus 6 square. 8 8s are 64. 3 3s are 9. 6 6 are 36. 64 is equal to 45. Yes, this is not satisfying a Pythagorean triplet. So this does not form a right triangle. If it is satisfying, it forms a right triangle. So this does not form a right triangle. So your option is option C. Option C, 3 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 6 centimeters. 31st question. 4 statements are given below with respect to the tangents. The wrong statement is, let's see the first option. There are exactly 2 tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point lying outside the circle. Yes, point lying outside the circle means what you remember? External point. Exactly 2 tangents you can draw. Option A is right answer, and they asked which is a wrong statement. Option B, there is only one tangent passing through a point lying on a circle. If there is a point, with this point only one tangent we can draw. Yes, this is also a true statement. Option C, only 2 tangents can be drawn from a point lying inside a circle. See, if a point is lying inside a circle, do we call that line as a tangent? No, it is not a tangent. I cannot draw any tangent inside the circle. So option C is the wrong option. So let me go with option C. Only 2 tangents can be drawn from a point lying inside a circle. 32nd question. In the given figure, PA and PB are the tangents to a circle with center O. You can see center O, PA and PB are the tangents. Tangents from external point P. Okay. If PA is equal to 5 centimeters, angle APB is equal to 60 degrees, then the length of the chord AB is, we need to find this length. Observe here carefully. If these two are the tangents, we know by the theorem, tangents drawn from an external point will be equal. That means 5 centimeters, then PB will be 5 centimeters. If two sides are equal, the opposite angles will be equal. In this triangle, then this angle is equal to this angle. Observe here carefully. If I take this x plus 60, interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 60, 120. X is equal to 60 degree. That means this is 60 and this will be 60. Which type of a triangle it is? Equiangular triangle. If all angles are equal, then all sides will be equal. Therefore, the length of the chord also equal to other two sides. That means 5 centimeters. Check the option here. Option C, 5 centimeters. 33rd question. The angle between the two radius of a circle is 130 degrees. Two radii of a circle is 130 degrees. Then the angle between the tangents. What is the angle between the tangents at the ends of the radii? These two are the tangents. What is this angle? We know that the sum of the opposite angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 180. 180 minus 130, it will be 50 degree. 180 degree minus 130 degree is equal to 50 degrees. Your answer. Check for the option. Option D, 50 degree. 34th question. A student constructed a triangle ABC. You can see the triangle over there. With sides AB is equal to 5 centimeters, BC is equal to 6.5 centimeter, and AC is equal to 7 centimeters. And then constructed a triangle ADE similar to triangle ABC, such that each of its sides are 5:7 of the corresponding sides of triangle ABC. The length of AD and AE obtained by calculation are respectively equal to. See the figure carefully and write the corresponding ratios. AB by AE is equal to AC by AD. I want only these two ratios. Why? They have asked us what is the length of AD and AE. and these ratios are equal to 5:7. The three sides are in the ratio 5:7. So given AB is equal to 5 by AE is equal to AC value is 7 by AD is equal to 5:7. Equate children. 5 by AE is equal to 5 by 7. AE is equal to 5 into 7 by 5. 5 cancel. AE is equal to 7 centimeters. Now equate these two ratios. 7 by AD is equal to 5 by 7. Send this AD other side. 7 sevens are 49 by 5. Cancel this. 5 nines are 45. 0.4 left 40. That is 5 eights are 40. Therefore, AD is equal to 9.8 centimeters. When the ratios are in proportion, we can equate to the given ratio and find the value. So, check the option which is your right answer here. 7 centimeter and 9.8 centimeter. That is your option A. 7 centimeter and 9.8 centimeter. 35th one, O is the center of the circle. O is center of circle. The length of the tangent. This is the tangent is AB is equal to 24 centimeters. And if OA is equal to 25 centimeters, the radii of the circle. Observe the figure carefully. A is external point, O is center, B is a point of contact, AB is a tangent. Tangent is always perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. You can see a right angled triangle. Apply Pythagoras formula, you can get the radius value. Hypotenuse square. OA square is equal to OB square plus AB square. OB square is equal to OA square minus AB square. 25 whole square minus 24 whole square. 25 square is 625. 24 whole square is 576. 625 minus 576 will be 49. OB square 49. OB is equal to square root of 49. That is 7. Therefore, the radius of the circle is 7 centimeters. Check for the option. Option B, 7 centimeter. 36th one. The curved surface area of a cylinder of radius r centimeters and height h centimeters is CSA of a cylinder. What is CSA formula, children? It is 2 pi RH square units. But here, check the options here. It's option D. Option D, 2 pi RH centimeter square. Coming to 37th one. The relation between slant height and radius of the cone R is. What is the relation you remember? L square is equal to h square plus r square. Let us check it out here. L square is equal to h square minus r square. No. Option B. L square is equal to h square plus r square. Option B is right answer. 38th question. The surface area of a sphere is 616 square meter. See there, children, there is a print mistake. In your options, you have all in square centimeter. But in question, they have given square meter. So, please correct it. 616 square centimeter. Okay. 616 square centimeter. The surface area of its hemisphere is. What is the surface area of a sphere? 616 square centimeter. What about the surface area of a hemisphere? Hemisphere is half of the sphere, right? Half of the sphere is. That means half of 616, it will be 308. 308 centimeter square is your answer. But please don't confuse here. Surface area of a sphere. We are talking about CSA of a sphere. Then here also only CSA. We should not take TSA of a hemisphere. Okay. Here CSA of a hemisphere formula is half of the sphere. CSA of a hemisphere Directly you can go with half of the sphere. Okay, check the option. Which is your right answer here? Option B, 308 centimeters square. 39th one, the perimeter of the base of a right circular cylinder. Perimeter of a base which shape it is? Circular shape. Perimeter, only circumference we are talking. Circumference of a circle formula is 2 pi r. Circumference is equal to 44 centimeters given. And height is equal to 10 centimeters. What is the volume? What is the volume of a cylinder? Volume is equal to pi r square h. First, let us find R value here. 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into R is equal to 44. 22 2s are 44 by 7. Send that side. R is equal to 44 by 7. It will be 7 by 44. 44 cancel. R is equal to 7 centimeter. R we know, H you know. Find volume. Volume is equal to pi R square H. Pi. Observe in your options. Your options are in the form of pi. 490 pi, 440 pi, 374 pi, 980 pi. In the form of pi, your answers are there. So don't substitute anything for pi. Pi as it is, you take R value is 7. 7 sevens are 49 into 10. That will be 490 pi cubic centimeters. Check the option here. 490 pi centimeter cube. That is your option A. 490 pi centimeter cube. Coming to your last question, 40th question. Prepare a cone from model clay. Okay. Prepare a cone from model clay. When wet, cut it with a knife parallel to its base. Parallel to its base, cut it. Okay, it is cut. Remove the smaller cone part. If this cone part is removed, remove the smaller cone obtained. The solid left is, which solid you can see here? It is a frustum of a cone. Let's see the options. Option D, frustum of a cone. Option D, frustum of a cone. I am going to provide this question paper link in the description box. Please check it. With this, we end our model question paper 1, which is released by KSCEB board answers. Okay, in our next session, we are going to meet with another new paper. Until then, keep watching. Thank you all.